Okay, what's up? So, here is another video as I promised. Now, this isn't going to be a tonal video. I'm going to be doing a little bit of repair work on my Telecaster, and because apparently the action wasn't set up quite right, and when I tried to set the intonation, no matter how hard I tried to actually screw the saddles would move, but the intonation wouldn't change. So luckily, I'm playing with a sick-ass guitarist named Pat, who knows way more about guitar and can play like a fucking savage beast. And so he let me know that it was a nut issue. So I'll show you. Sorry, I just paused that because I thought that was the flip around button. Where's the flip? The fuck? Did that just make a stab shot? Like, literally, I don't understand it. There's a flip around button before I start the recording, but once I hit the recording, there's no flip around button. How do I flip this thing around? There's no way. It's fucking annoying the shit out of me, but we have to be quiet because it's like 10 o'clock and we have roommates and pregnant women sleeping at the moment. So, anyways, so here we are looking down the neck of my telly. You can see I have detuned my strings so that way they are not in the way in the slightest. But what we are going to be focusing on today is shitty camera work here again. Is going to be this guy right here. Dun 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 dun. Again, we're with the tusk nook. And also, if I didn't mention in my last video, these roller string trees. See how they roll like that? So the other string trees, they don't roll and they create friction, and that makes tuning a bitch. And that's how you know a guitar is fucking shit, is if they just have those little cheap things on there, right? These I picked up off of eBay. Got a pack of 4 of them for like £7, something like that. Really easy. Like, they don't have to be fancy. All they have to do is work. And as long as they work, happy days. Anyways, that's an aside note. So we are focusing on this guy, right? So the problem with this guy is, if we can turn it around, maybe see it from the other side. No, here we go. This is a little bit better. Yeah. So you can see how high the net is compared to the fretboard, and you can see the actual grooves where the strings sit aren't that deep. So the action that I'm getting on my guitar when I press down on the first fret is way too high. Like, it's not so high that it's like I can't play it, but it's like I just bought a Squire off of Guitar Center type high. You know what I mean? And that's causing the intonation issues. And so what he suggested was when you file down a nut, you use 200 grit. 200 grit is probably one of the most valuable grits that you can use when it comes to guitar. It's just good. So gets everything down to where you need to be. So the last guy that I had, the last knot, it literally just fell out, which is really easy. Not like the one on Black Beauty where I literally had a chisel and broke my guitar neck. But even though this looked like it was identical in measurements, I had the biggest pain in the ass trying to fucking nail this down with pliers and everything like that. I didn't even need to use glue. Like, I literally just wedged it like then I took a cloth and wrapped around it and took fucking pliers and went like and then unclothed it and be like, oh shit, I only a quarter of the way down. I still have like fucking ages to go. Yeah, so fucking that was a pain in the ass. So the fact that I even got it to where it's actually flush. I don't even know if it actually is flush. I don't know if you can see that from here. I don't even know if it's completely flush. So what he suggested that I do was that I take the nut out and I just file the bottom of the nut down to the proper height so that way I can fix my intonation issue. Now, the amount of effort it took to get that nut in there, fuck if I'm taking it back out and putting it back in. So, what I'm going to do instead is pull a little trick that's gonna cheat a little bit, but I did it on my Black Beauty and it worked wonders. I tried it first on my Black Beauty, and because I noticed that the action on Black Beauty was very, very, very high. So I tried it out on her first. And it worked. It worked very well. It worked a charm. Now what I need to do is I need to fix the bridge side of Black Beauty so I can get the lower end of the neck. So it's like the action here is sitting right where it needs to be, but the action here is still a bit high, which means that the bridge is still sitting a bit high. So I'm pretty sure what I need to do is I need to carve out a bit, so that way the actual the trem block will actually fit down a little bit lower, because it was a snug fit when I snuck it in there.